Hello and Grüß Gott. Recently I ordered some of this Kano Aerokroil so that I could desludge an engine. This stuff is pretty strong, so you have to get special permission to order it from them. But with it came a free sample of Kano Aerokroil, and this is supposed to be a really great lubricant and aerosol type oil. So on this video I was going to talk a little bit about some of the lubricants I typically use, and then we'll try some of this out and see how it works out. So one of the ones I use is Jigaloo. This is really hard to find. It sort of sprays out and it doesn't drip or anything. It must just be like silicone, and it's a good cleaner. It's a really good lubricant all around if you just need something light duty. Then one of my favorites is Tri-Flow. I use this for anything like door hinges and things that I want to lubricate and keep them oiled. So you put it on and it is kind of nasty. It drips down, so you have to have a cloth to wipe it with. This we're going to check out. Then WD-40 I use all the time to clean my tools with, and it's really good about breaking up tar and oil and stuff like that. So it takes those off the tools and leaves a nice coat for cleaning. So then I have fluid film, and I use this a lot on my cars and trucks underneath where all the rubber bushings are. I soak them with fluid film, and that seems to make them, you know, work out pretty good because it's high in lanolin, and so that works great. So what I'm going to do is get some wrenches out and set it up and try some of this Kano Aerokroil, and we'll see how this works out. Okay, so now this is actually a penetrating oil, so it's supposed to be for loosening frozen parts. It's called the oil that creeps, but generally these kind of oils are also good for cleaning tools, so I'm just going to check that out, and then I'm also going to clean a lock with it and see how that works out. So let me put a little bit on this paper towel here. It has an interesting smell. Almost smells like pine sol. It does smell like pine sol. Interesting. I can definitely feel that my tool's nice and oiled, so it does leave a nice oily residue. I'll do the other one, and then we'll try it on a lock. One of the things I do a lot is oil my tools after every use. So that's why it's important to have good oils for me for lubricating. So that seems nice and clean and oily. So I'm going to try it on this lock now. This lock is kind of rusted and a little bit frozen, so I'll put a little bit in here and some on here, and we'll see if it takes any of this rust off. It's pretty strong stuff, I can tell you that. Has a strong, not only odor, but it just seems real strong. So I have the key here. Let me see if this lock opens any easier. Well, it sure does. It was sticking before. Okay, well, that's not a perfect test. I mean, ideally I wanted to loosen some frozen nuts or bolts or something, but I don't have any to do that on, so I'm just gonna, like I said, demonstrate it with this lock. Seems like a pretty good product. I'll put some comments in over time as I use it and let you know how it worked out for purposes like loosening nuts and bolts. So that's all there is to this video. Thanks for watching. Tschüss.